All right, and welcome back, everybody. We're going to go over some of the details associated with setting up a couple of accounts that you're going to need to get started. Okay, moving forward in this course, learning about what we're going to be doing with cryptocurrencies, ICOs, things like that. There are two main websites ultimately that you need to set up an account on. The first one we're going to talk about is Coinbase. So if you look down in the description in the course, there'll be a little link there. It is a referral link because you actually, once you've joined up, you'll actually get a referral link. People that you send over to it, you'll actually make, it's nothing big, it's $10 when people sign up. And they really don't even have to do that because realistically, it's about the only major place to transfer USD into some of the primary coins. So you're going to need it regardless. So anyway, hit that link and it's going to take you to Coinbase. And I'm not going to walk through every little detail of setting up the account because it's pretty self-explanatory. As soon as you get there, you'll just pump in your email address. They'll send you an email to confirm. I will tell you that when you set up the accounts and moving forward, just about any account that you do set up, you want to use the two-factor authorization, like the Google authorization. Security is really, really important when it comes to cryptocurrency, and it's not something you want to take for granted because hacks happen all the time. Another thing that I want to point out about Coinbase or any other exchange for that matter, when we're going to get into it in more detail later, but don't ever leave funds on the exchanges. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and sign into my account. Once you've set up yours, you'll be good to go. And okay. All right. So once you're in your account, I can see the different, the recent activity, my portfolio. As you can see, I never leave anything sitting in here. And it tells you, what the Bitcoin price is. So right now it looks to be about 4,500, which kind of stinks because it was just at 4,700 a little bit ago. Ethereum, my gosh, Ethereum is skyrocketing. It's at $386 a coin. Absolutely amazing. Litecoin's up 62.85. It was $40. It was $40 a few weeks ago. So anyway, once you have your Coinbase account set up, ultimately what you're going to use this for is buying currency that you're going to then send to like a cold wallet or another exchange. Okay. So once you're set up, you can pick which currency you want to buy. For me, it's primarily Ethereum. I mine Ethereum as well, but you're going to want to you'll want to buy some every now and then too for a quick influx of crypto that you want to use for a trade. Now, you can also cash out here as well. So you can cash out your Bitcoin, you deposit to your USD or whatever currency in your neck of the woods. So anyway, what you're going to do here is, when you make a deposit, you're going to set up your payment method, and that can be like a bank account, credit card. It's easy. Using the credit card is much easier. Once you've set up your credit card, it'll ask you to verify it, and it'll do kind of what PayPal used to do, or still does, I'm sure. It'll send your bank account a couple little deposits, like $1.03 and $1.10, and then you come back, tell it what those deposits are, and boom, your account's confirmed. And that increases your weekly card limit on how much you can actually purchase using that card. And then once you've done so if I wanted to buy Bitcoin, I would just say, I want to buy $150 worth of Bitcoin. And that's it. And so that tells me $150 worth of Bitcoin is this much. And you can even set it so I can repeat this. So maybe I want to deposit X number of dollars in Bitcoin every week. I can do it daily, weekly, every 2 weeks, or monthly. You'll notice there is a bit of a fee. So you're basically paying about $6 in fees. And the other thing is when you transfer these funds out into other exchanges or wallets or what have you, you're going to get hit with a transfer fee there as well. Okay. They always say that the one truth or the one definite is like death and taxes, or however the saying goes. Fees are pretty definite in crypto. Everybody wants their cut of everything everybody does. There's actually I'm actually part of an ICO. It's a new technology, blockchain technology on the ERC-20 blockchain called Zempa. And we're hoping to eliminate a lot of this stuff. It's basically going to be a universal wallet pool. and people will contribute different currencies into the system, and you'll be able to make transactions using currencies you don't even own. If you want to learn more about that, just go to Zempa.io, and the full white paper and everything's up there. But yeah, the fees and the transfer times, to give you an example, using Bitcoin, if I were to transfer this, I buy some Bitcoin, I transfer it out to another exchange, it could take like 2 hours to process. Just because of the nature of how cryptos work, and depending on the speed of the blockchain and the block sizes and things like that, it takes a while for Bitcoin. It's definitely the slowest. Ethereum's quicker, which is one of the reasons why it's growing so quickly. So that's about it for that. Now, the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a cold wallet. All right. And so you're going to go to, there's another link in the description. This isn't a referral link, but just another link in the description. And this cold wallet is an absolute must. Now, I primarily use this for storing all of my ICO coins. So coins that I purchase from my ICOs, I purchase from my Ether wallet, and then those coins come back to my Ether wallet after purchase, and that's where I let them sit. All right. So I'm not going to be able to get into the back end too much on here because I don't want to be blurring out half the screen with keys and so forth. But the process is pretty cut and dry. Once you've set up your MyEther account, your MyEther wallet account, you'll be able to click. If you're going to send currency, you'll click here, and you have all these different ways to access your key. So you can, the mnemonic phrase, your private key, your actual key store file, and you'll be able to just upload that and add your password. It puts the two together, and boom, it lets you access your account. So there are a lot of different security measures. If you have one of the hard ledgers or any of that stuff, you can use this on all of that. You can check the status of different transactions. There's a lot of functionality to this, but ultimately you're going to want MyEther wallet. Now, this is primarily for Ethereum blockchain-based coins. So, to my knowledge, you can't store Bitcoins on this MyEthereum wallet. You need a Bitcoin wallet. So this is just kind of give you an idea as to what is available. So for Ethereum, everybody uses MyEther wallet because what happens is the data is stored somewhere, but it's your keys and the means of accessing your account is not stored on the internet. It's not stored in a cloud. It's not stored anywhere. It's stored right on your computer or on a piece of notebook paper that you have. There will actually be a paper wallet you'll be able to print out. So if you want, you can laminate that sucker and zap it with a QR code, and that's what gives you access. So the idea is to have a wallet that is not accessible by anybody that can just access any old random server on the internet. And that's what this is pretty much for. They call it a cold wallet because the way you access this is not readily available on the internet. It's something that you have to have a couple different pieces, and both of those pieces are either in your memory or on another file somewhere else. So make sure you get these two things set up. You're going to need them both moving forward, and I'll be back soon with the next lecture. Thank you.